And keep that going for Richard coming to the stage now. Come on, Brooklyn!
There you go. Okay. Thank you. When the Steve Carell movie, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, came out, I was ecstatic. I was celebratory. I was gloating. And I kept saying inside, that's right, sucker. I had you beat by 10 years because I was a 30-year-old virgin. Now, there's a backstory to that. When I was still a teenager, I entered a monastery, took a vow of celibacy, and essentially gave my entire youth to Jesus. I was insistent that a lot of my adulthood was going to go to Satan. So I tried my hardest to get rid of this virgin territory. When I left the brothers, I was living in Peru at the time, and I stayed in Peru. I wanted to stay there almost like a gap year. And I ended up teaching at the wealthiest, richest school in the country, the International School of Lima. And I went from teaching the poorest of the poor in shanty towns to the wealthiest, high management kids in the world. And they were determined and driven. I was teaching AP English to all of these kids. They were also taking 4 or 5 other AP classes all at the same time. I remember being interviewed by the president of the senior class, Marisa. And Marisa said to me, do you know something? I am taking 4 other classes. Organic Chem, I'm taking yours, I'm taking pre-calc, and I'm just dying. She had these notebooks all around, and it had hearts on them. I love German. I'm like, she even likes foreign languages, this girl. What's going on? This was craziness. At any rate, they became very endeared to me. I was a new, young, cool, hip teacher. They really wanted to be on my side. My nickname was Profe, short for Profesor. And they would say, Profe, we now want you to be the padrino of our class, the moderator of all senior events, and help us with the first one coming up. That's our senior prom. They had them at the beginning of the year, not at the end of the year like we do up here. And I said, I'd be happy to help you with that. That would be great. At any rate, that happened, but every day at the end of the school day, I'd go with my stack of papers, my red pen, and sit in a cafe in the middle of town, not too far from my apartment, and try to catch eyes with guys in the most repressed country in Latin America. Finally, somebody's eyes caught mine, and I caught his, and there were giggles, and there were smiles, and I made a nod, and he came over, and I'm like, I think this is how you do it, but I'm not sure. And he sits down, and he starts speaking a blue streak. Hey, buddy, hey, compadre, how are you doing? It's so great to see you. How come your Spanish is so good for a gringo, and what do you do? And he was going on a blue streak. He was going at it. But he finally came out with that question I really, really wanted to hear. So, where's your apartment? A couple of blocks from here. And he finally came out with the question I really, really wanted to hear. Can I go back with you? Yeah, you can go back with me. So he came back to my apartment. And yes, it was the hot time I really wanted, my first time with a guy. Right after it was done, he gets up, he starts dressing to go back to his family, because that's what everybody did in a repressed country, go back and live with your family. And he started this speech to me. Yo soy masculino. I am a man. I am so masculine. I am not a maricon. I am a man, and nobody will know about this. Nobody can know anything. I'm like, okay, I'm out of my league here. Okay, that's fine. I won't tell anybody. Just give me your name so maybe I can see you again. I'm not even giving you my name. I don't want you to know what my name is. You can call me by my nickname, Hermi. Hermi? Yeah, okay, Hermi. 2 nights later, knock on the window. Richard. Come on in. Same thing. Have my second hot time. It's wonderful. He gets up to leave, getting dressed, and the screed starts again. Yo soy masculino. I am not a maricon. It reminded me of that Dirk Diggler from Boogie Nights. I'm a star, I'm a rising star, I'm a great big shining. Yo soy masculino! I act masculine, I look masculine, and I'm driving myself crazy thinking, this is out of my league, I'm innocent, I'm a neophyte, I don't get it. And Hermi, how masculine can you think you look with my penis in your mouth? It just was driving me crazy. At any rate, the seniors had asked that I help with their senior prom, like I told you. And the night came of the senior prom. I'm all dressed up, gussied up. I got there early. I got that gymnasium looking great. It was wonderful. The kids started coming in. I feel this over my eyes, and I hear a giggle, and I know it's Marisa. And I turn around, and I say, Marisa, you're lovely. And there's Marisa in her beautiful gown, with her date, Hermie. I fucking freak. I don't say anything. Hermie's behind her going, and I'm like, I ain't saying a word. But I said, Marisa, how nice. What is the name of your boyfriend? She said, my boyfriend's name is Herman. I said, how do you spell that? Oh, it's just like the American word German. I love German, Hermie, an older guy. Now the dots started connecting and my heart sank. I said, just go enjoy your night. I'll take care of the front. And I kept sneaking in every once in a while just to see them. And it really was romantic. They were arm in arm dancing. And I looked at Hermie in that tuxedo and I thought, you are really masculine. Nobody ever found out about that. That was 1993. 1994, I came back to the United States of America. And within a month of coming back, I met a guy who ended up being my partner for 18 wonderful years of a relationship. It was tremendous. Unfortunately, Pete died 3 years ago, in 2012, so I'm still getting used to being a widower. But my family and friends are riding me now. You have got to start dating again. Go online, get onto OkCupid and Tinder, and you gotta start swiping right. You gotta start swiping left. Get to it. And I'm like, I'm not used to this. What am I gonna do? I don't care if I do it the old-fashioned way. I don't care if I do it the newfangled way. I always start every date with the same question, though. Did I ever teach you? Thank you.